So you want to be a baller, but you're on a bit of a budget. These days you can actually buy a cheap Bentley. Probably not that one. That one's 250 grand. Chauffeur, what you need instead is one of these. Thanks, James. Home to do business. Just look at the pictures on the front, will be there. Ready? This is a 1990 Bentley Mulsanne S, which my mate Dan bought at auction for a ridiculously low price. To see whether that was a good idea or a stupid idea, we're going to spend the day with the car and compare it to its modern equivalent, a £250,000 Bentley Flying Spur Mullina. This is Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Dan, Dan is the owner of this lovely Bentley. Dan is probably also the only Bentley owner I know that wears Crocs. Good on you, Dan. Glad to see you got dressed up for the occasion.
Massively.
Yeah.
I made an effort today for you.
Very
just
kind,
for you.
very kind. So how long have you had this for?
So yeah, bought it in November.
Sight unseen.
Sight unseen. Bid. Thought, oh no, what have I done? Went down in the hope that it would be really bad and I could get out of it. It started and drove, so I couldn't really argue
So
on
it was
that.
yours.
And
Dan bought it for a ridiculously cheap price, which we'll talk about later
yeah,
on.
we'll talk, it was all right.
Yeah, but when you bought it, you sent me a picture of it, and I was the most jealous man in the world because I've always wanted a cheap Luxo barge, and as like Luxo barges that make it look like a ball of go.
Yeah, this is one.
Doesn't get better than this, does it?
I don't think it's had many owners. I think it's only had like 3 or 4 owners.
Look at it, beauty.
I managed to actually find a picture of the car through this little RAC badge. So it's like 100 years of the RAC club in London. I actually found quite a lot of photos of it street parked in Mayfair.
Oh really? Oh, proper.
So it was a proper,
that is heritage,
yeah, like
right there,
you know,
isn't it?
real big old school money.
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
First thing I noticed when I picked it up, this tyre's quite perish. It's got a bit of cracking in the sidewall. So I thought, oh, you know, before it goes for an MOT, I'll buy 4 tyres. Yeah, the tyres are £550 a piece.
Each?
Each.
For those?
Because it's only like the one size. It's 235, 75, 15.
Nice.
And it's basically a Pirelli turbo speed or an Avon turbo speed, something. And
that's all you can get pretty much.
that's it. Or you can get a van tyre, and I don't really want to put a van tyre on it, to be honest. So for the time being, they're still, you know, they're up and
They'll
round.
do, yeah. Now, old school Bentley goes the other way, right?
It does go the other way.
Yeah.
So this is
what a motor.
of the era where it was Bentley and Rolls-Royce were one company.
Yeah.
So this is a Rolls-Royce 6 3/4 V8.
So as you told me earlier,
Yeah.
you can't say 6.75.
No, that's
wrong.
That's illegal. They will absolutely slander you for
6
that.
3/4, sir.
6 3/4, sir.
Yeah, it's got a certain ring to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, they never actually like told you the performance figures.
Does it have performance?
It has 200-ish horsepower and 3 gears, so it's you know, it actually goes down a road okay. It's on mechanical fuel injection.
Yeah,
remarkably so far.
It's been all right. Golden. I like
But yeah,
it.
as I've used it, most things have got better. It's sort of performed better, but there's a few niggles still. And I've been to see some specialists that have told me some horrendous figures to put it right. But
So you just do that.
you just do that and go, yeah, I'll drive around that problem. It'll be fine.
Just like the tyres.
Just
It'll
like
be
the
all right,
tyres, you know, until they pop, they've still got tread, so it'll do, won't it? I'm sure.
And actually, it's always nice, isn't it, looking at old engine bays? There's something to see.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, little things like you can see these were really hand built. Like, look at the cap.
Oh, nice.
Look at the movement.
That is lovely.
Like, just everything is so nice. And like, that's obviously cast and
Yeah, it's delightful. You don't get any of that on the new stuff.
No.
It's all plastics, isn't it, covered up?
yeah.
Proper.
And obviously these run on a bit of a weird system. So by you there, you've got the hydraulic plaque because these run hydraulic suspensions and brakes. So if you get a leak on your brakes, your suspension fails, or if your suspension starts leaking, your
They're
brakes
all linked.
fail.
The system's linked. That's good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so,
Great. So if you have a little hole in your suspension,
Yeah.
normally suspension will leak, not a problem,
Yeah.
really. But here, no brakes.
Yeah, we've got a small weep, so I top it up every
That's
now
good.
and
No,
then.
it's just,
yeah,
you're just
good to know, yeah.
topping up your brakes.
Yeah, topping up the brakes and the suspension fluid, because otherwise, the other thing that is quite cool, if you let it run low, it does drop the car, so it looks quite gangster.
slammed.
Yeah, it
That's
looks
cool.
absolutely slammed.
So you get better looks, better starts,
Yeah,
worse brakes.
worse brakes and worse,
It's a trade-off,
worse suspension.
isn't it?
But
It's a
you know,
trade-off.
yeah, each to their own.
Nice. So Dan, the croc-wearing Bentley owner, has shown us around it. I think now it's time though that I'll get behind the wheel and take it for a spin. What do you reckon?
I reckon that's the plan.
But I think before we do,
Should we get dressed?
yeah, we're not very appropriately dressed for Bentley drivers, are we? So should we go and do a quick change?
Yeah, go on.
Let's do that.
Do I look beautiful?
You look wonderful, yeah, you look very, very, very smart. Right, Daniel, I'm at the helm
Go on then.
of the yacht.
I've never been driven in this.
No,
Never.
I've never driven an old Bentley.
There you go, she's on.
Oh, she purrs, doesn't
Six
she?
and three
Oh,
quarter.
sir!
Oh,
Sir!
I should be sat in the back really, shouldn't I, for this?
Yeah.
I'm already going to have to take my tie off.
Too hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite tight.
Because of course, you know,
Old car things.
the aircon doesn't work.
No,
obviously.
okay. And it is actually, it's April.
It's quite
Quite a
warm,
warm
for
day
an
today,
April,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Right, should we have a go?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, leave it over there. It's like an American truck.
Here?
Yeah. That's
Oh, the gear
reverse.
lever also has
The cruise control.
Does that work?
That works,
Does
yeah,
it really?
actually, yeah. It's
Nice.
remarkably good.
Right, hang on. When a ship leaves port, you do 2 beeps.
Yeah. Let me show you the...
Has it got a double horn?
It's got 2 horns. There's a horn button here, right?
Oh, that is the coolest thing about Bentleys, isn't
So,
it?
if we press that, now do the horn.
Oh, now that's
And
mad.
then... Peasants!
Out of my way! I tell
Well,
you what,
this-
though, the 6 3/4 is effortless.
It is quite...
It's very smooth.
The gearbox for a big slush-matic thing
Yeah.
is like remarkably...
And considering it's only got 3 gears, maybe. Oh, the bloke probably thinks they're beeping. Afternoon.
John!
Ciao. Have a good afternoon, sir. Yeah, considering it's only got 3 gears, you just don't notice it's a long gear, do you?
No.
Really? Probably because the torque converter's just never quite locked
No.
up or anything. It just slushes away.
It's quite interesting to see the school running, you know.
The kids must feel like absolute bosses.
Yeah.
When they turn up to school and their dad drops them off in the Bentleys.
The only thing is, though, that, you know, my children do say things like, are you a billionaire? And they don't quite understand that this definitely wasn't the cost of the Bentley you're driving today.
That's what I mean. Balling on a budget.
I mean, it really is balling on a budget.
People literally think you're not a millionaire, a billionaire. In this.
Or an idiot.
Bit of both. And what a lovely interior, Daniel.
It is.
Burr walnut, is it?
It is burr walnut. There is
Lovely.
obviously a fair bit of flaking off these.
Yeah, we won't look at that side. Can I put my foot down?
Yeah, go for it. It doesn't do much more.
Can I put my foot down?
Yeah, but
I have.
down.
It's down.
The
It
brake
moves, doesn't it?
It's kind of one of them, though. When you get to like 40 or 50,
It kind of gathers
it
a bit of
gathers
momentum.
a bit more. But yeah, off the mark, it is quite horrendous.
Yeah, you can just ignore the low speed steering, can't you, really?
You just have to sort of...
Oh, yeah, and you have to centre it yourself. That's weird.
Yeah.
So what does it say the top speed was back in the day? 125? 126? 126, okay. In third.
In third. I've done 100 and it feels fine.
Yeah?
You feel it would go more, but I just worry about 35-year-old tyres.
Yeah. I think to experience a Bentley properly,
You need to sit in the back.
I need to sit in the back.
Yeah.
So you fancy
Fancy a swap?
chauffeuring?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We'll do a swap.
Right, hang on. Before you go, I've got a couple of gifts to get. Seeing you've taken your tie off, you're like a right scruff now. And I want my chauffeur to look the part.
Okay, go on then. What have you got then?
I've got your chauffeur hat. And Dan, one other thing. Put your hat on. Put your little hat on.
I've got quite a big head, you know. That would just fit. Oh, right, I look like something out of a music video we won't say that starts with YMCA. Brilliant, thank you. Yeah.
And Dan, hang on 2 secs. You know, you don't want to get any grubby mitts on those steering wheels. Don't pop those on for me.
Did you get a bit? What are these?
These are your chauffeur gloves. No Bentley
No.
chauffeur driver should drive their car without these on.
They're your size,
They are
obviously.
tiny. They barely cover your hands. If you didn't look like you're out of YMCA video before you do now. Right, James. Onwards, sir.
When did my name change to James?
When you became my chauffeur.
Oh, okay.
Home, James.
Oh, it's quite weird to steer in these.
Is it?
I feel like, I don't know, they feel a bit sex pesty to me.
You do, I mean, you do look a little bit.
Oh, do
sex
I?
pesty, a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
I'm sure I do.
Maybe not quite the look the Bentley chauffeur's going for. It's nice in the back, Dan. It's lovely. Oh, you even got the little vanity mirrors
Yeah.
and the lights.
Obviously, they don't work
No,
yet.
this one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. It's got.
Grab handles though.
They
Got
work.
those. Yeah.
And you've got little footrests as well, haven't you?
Here?
Yeah, under the seat.
Oh, yeah. And a little magazine holder.
Yeah.
Or not magazine, newspaper holder. Because every discerning Bentley driver reads a copy of the FT, old boy. Just got to keep up on the global stocks and shares. Mind that car. Blimey. He's going a bit quick, wasn't he? Pop the old toe down, wait to get a chance, chap. We got to be late for the old meeting. Right.
Are we
I
going to
feel
go
like
to the pub like this as well later?
100%. Yeah, you're not allowed to take them off. But I feel like I should do some other stuff that Bentley owners would do in the back of their car.
Like, I don't know.
I'm getting a bit
champagne.
I'm getting a bit thirsty. Got the old champagne flute. I got a choice here, Dan. Look, shall I have an Italian rosé or a prosecco? Prosecco?
Prosecco.
Don't mind if I do.
It's more British, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
To be honest, right now, anything that would be cold,
Anything
I would
that's
love.
cold
Yeah,
to
'cause
wet.
I'm kind of dying of heat exhaustion. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sip of that. Oh, bloody warm that is.
That's really
It's so warm.
You hungry?
I am hungry, yeah. So I've had my little drink, right? Hang on. So, Dan, what do posh Bentley owners eat? What do you reckon?
Caviar.
Caviar.
Oysters.
Caviar. You're
Foie
on the
gras.
money. Have you ever had caviar?
I don't think I have actually.
Well, you're in luck.
Have you got some caviar?
I've got caviar.
Is it best served warm?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. If
Is
you
it?
caviar is at its finest in an old Bentley that doesn't have aircon, the windows don't go down, and it's about 40 degrees in here. That's when it's at its best. I'll be nice to my chauffeur. Would you like a bit?
I'll have a cracker.
With caviar?
Go on then. What's the worst that can happen? I throw up on my own steering wheel.
Yeah, I think exactly
In my own
that,
car, yeah.
I've no idea how much you put on, so I'm going to put that much on and presume that's okay.
I can't. Let me adjust the mirror.
So we're hot and we're thirsty. What's going to help?
That's quite a lot of caviar.
Is it?
You try that. I'll have a smaller bit than that. Or are we having half each? What's it like?
Very fishy.
Very fishy.
Are you supposed to keep it in the fridge?
I think you are.
Really?
Well, I don't. I might own a Bentley. I don't.
Oh, shit, I've got a bit on your seat.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm sure it'll come off. It's all right. I've got these white gloves.
Yeah, the
that
gloves
we
will
can
do it,
use,
yeah. Do you want a bite?
Go on then. Right, this is something very new. Have you ever eaten caviar in white gloves in a Bentley whilst you're hot and chauffeuring someone? Just no first. Oh,
Fishy. Yeah, it is fishy.
why?
I don't think caviar should be that fishy.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, not good.
Is that a caviar
It's
gone down
right,
the right
yeah.
way, has it?
Oysters.
Oysters.
You know the lovely aphrodisiac that's an oyster?
Yep.
I couldn't buy that in Tesco. So
What,
I bought
pickled egg instead?
I bought John West's John West smoked oysters in sunflower oil. Just look at the picture on the front for me there. It generally looks like 3 turds on crackers. And I'll be honest, Dan, I don't know if I'm going to do these.
Oh.
Who's
Well, we
that?
seem to be getting quite strange looks.
Well,
So I've just
oh,
started
oh,
waving
oh,
at people. I'm going to find someone to around.
Do you want? All I've got to offer you
It's
is
Prosecco. Yeah, drink driving's
Yeah,
fantastic in a
where
Bentley.
are we now? We're in
with
the
weird
gardens.
steering.
We're in
We're
the
in the garden centre.
Give me a little beep.
Hello, Des.
Afternoon. Sorry about us.
Don't mind us. Peasants.
So like, who is that man?
Who was that man in the white sexpence glove?
God, it's so. I'm
So
so
hot.
hot. Dad, I'm so hot.
It's all right. Should we just do a bit of that for a bit?
Yeah.
I'll do it, won't it? Sorry, before, as of the chauffeur, are you okay if I dispatch this Honda
Please
Jazz?
dispatch him.
Let's go!
Dispatching.
He seems to have accelerated
Yeah, right as you.
as we pulled out.
After basically hotboxing on caviar in the sweaty Mulsanne, we decided to jump in the new car. This monstrous Flying Spur speed has a 4-litre twin-turbo hybrid V8 producing 771 horsepower and 1,000 newton meters of torque. It's got a 26 kilowatt hour battery, which gives over 45 miles of electric range. And this is a stunning, fully bespoke Mullina car with tens of thousands of pounds worth of extras. Right, Flying Spur Mullina. So it's a Mullina special edition. Damson over white sand duotone paintwork with chrome bright work to the exterior, complemented with grey painted and bright machined 22-inch 10 swept spoke wheels. And what are yours? 15?
15s, yeah.
Very similar then, yeah.
I bet the tyres are still probably cheaper on this than they are on mine.
Yeah, probably. Would you like to take a guess at how much this two-tone paintwork cost?
Because this is, again, like a pretty much as close to a coach-built car as you get these days.
Yeah, it is. Hand-painted.
I'm going to take a guess at 15 grand.
You'd guess wrong. So the paint job on this car cost £24,990.
Okay, that's quite...
Which is so much money.
So, hold on, you could probably go buy the smallest, cheapest car on sale today, like a Dacia Spring.
Brand new one, easily.
And buy my Bentley for the cost of the paint on this.
You could, yeah.
Right, yeah, okay.
So what mode are we in?
B, so that's...
It default, it goes to electric a lot in B.
Yeah, so we've got comfort, so I'll put it in comfort.
Yeah, put it in comfort.
Obviously,
we want plush suspension. Oh, this lumbar support's lovely.
Oh, the air conditioning. Can you imagine not having air conditioning in your life?
I can.
We've just experienced it. It was terrible.
What have I got here? Nice little vanity mirror. I am looking sweaty.
I tell you what, on EV mode, this is lovely, isn't it?
It's so nice. And you know what? It makes sense. Like, Bentley should be quiet.
Yeah.
I live in a little village. I left at 6 a.m. this morning, and I pulled away in silence. And that felt like the right thing to do in a Bentley. But then, if you want to have a bit of noise, you can pop it in sport. The old girl fires up,
yeah,
and away it goes.
Oh, it rides.
The ride is. I've never been anything in my life that rides like this.
Yeah.
They call them Bentleys were the original land yachts, weren't they? Now I know why. And what's it in? So at the moment the engine's turned off. It's still in EV
so we're
mode.
still in EV mode.
Yeah. And in EV mode, I was playing with it earlier. You can put it to hybrid, which it tries to use the battery as much as it can, which is the most efficient. It's got hold mode, so it will try not to deplete the battery. So it does a little bit of EV, then it recharges at the same amount. And then it's got charging mode, where it uses all engine basically just to recharge the old battery. So it's.
I mean, we are both quite boring people. You've got an Audi A2. I was quite jealous when you bought that because much as I've got some nice V8s around me.
Yeah.
I do quite like it when you get in a car and it returns good MPG.
It's good. And
this is doing 33.3,
which is nuts,
isn't it? Pretty impressive for how much does this weigh?
2.6 tons.
It's a big old thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a 4-litre V8 in it. On the motorway up here earlier, I was kind of sat at 60 for a bit, and in battery hold mode, so it wasn't really using the battery.
Yeah.
It did about 37 mpg.
Yeah,
which is nuts. And what does yours get? In your 6 3/4?
Round town 9 up to about 14 to 16 on a run. The only thing I would say, it feels a lot bigger
than yours.
A lot bigger.
It does.
And that actually feels remarkably big for what it is.
Yeah.
But it's the width, if anything.
You're conscious of it, aren't you?
Yeah,
on the road.
On a road like this, I'm constantly looking at the white lines either side.
Right, Dan, we've got a national speed limit sign in front of us. I think you need to engage sport mode. Engage all 700 horsepower.
Okay, that goes quite well.
It's so fast! Oh my God!
Wow.
It picks up speed so quick.
That's quite impressive.
I went for the handle, Dan. Hell! That is fast! That is so fast! Oh my God! It's just relentless. Did it engage launch mode?
Yeah.
It did, yeah. What's this little knob do? Did you find out what the little knob does?
I don't know what you were playing with back there.
And now, it's got a few pops and bangs from back here. The tyre squeal. James, bloody hell.
Oh, can you imagine if I was actually your chauffeur?
Yeah.
Well, you would never be late.
I would be on time for everything, yeah. Well,
that is so quick.
How
is it that quick? And the brakes as well.
Those massive discs and calipers, you should hope so, shouldn't you? 2.5 tons.
Oh, there's a protraction there. What is that? Oh, it's quite a machine.
It is. At this point, we'd actually planned to park the cars somewhere busy and ask passers-by how much they thought they were worth. But instead, we stumbled upon a nearby wedding. So, I asked the lovely bride Alison and her family to guess the car's values in return for a ride in a Bentley on her special wedding day. So this one is brand new. It's this year, so 2025 model. This one is slightly older. That's a 1990. That is owned by Dan, the man in the beautiful suit and Crocs over there. Dan's had it for not very long, but Dan didn't pay much money for it. So the brand,
that's the Mulsanne.
That's the Mulsanne S, yeah, that's from 1990.
True classic.
It is beautiful, isn't it? Lovely thing. And that is Flying Spur Mullina, so it's like a bespoke, coach-built, hand-built thing. So if I asked you how much you thought they were worth, first of all, what do you reckon, Alison? New one? How much do you reckon that's worth?
120 grand.
120. Higher or lower?
Higher.
How much higher?
200.
Getting closer. Any advance on 200?
250.
250.
250.
You're the closest. So 245. That one's 245 grand. So that's the new one.
Not quite as dear as that.
How much do you reckon the old one cost in Alison? It's a beauty, isn't it? It's lovely, lovely condition.
Yeah.
As long as you haven't heard already, because I did tell you, mate. No, okay.
Because it's probably a collector's car, it's probably a lot more. But if it wasn't a collector's car, I would be estimating at about 17 grand.
Hold out your hands. Sold.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Yeah.
25 grand.
25, 17, 10. Alison, what do you reckon?
16.
16. Dan, do you want to spill the beans?
So with the auction fees,
Dan put it at auction, yeah.
that was £3,000.
No.
Yeah. 3,000. So being that it's your wedding day, which one would you have wanted as your wedding car? The old one.
Yeah. So do you want to go for a ride in one? Which one would you choose?
Go in the new one, go on. A bit of luxury.
New one. That sounds good. So you have the old one for to be taken to your wedding in, do you reckon? But the new one every day? Or what do you think? The old one it's class, isn't it? It's a classic
It's
thing.
timeless, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
It's timeless.
Yeah, and 3 grand.
I can't believe
That's
that.
mad, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. How's the
Ridiculous.
how's the massaging feeling?
Very nice.
Yeah. So that's it in its electric mode.
Yeah.
I'll put it in its sport mode. It's got a big V8 engine. Are you ready for me to put my foot down?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah? Ready?
Freaking out.
Fast, isn't it?
Please.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Really fast.
You don't feel like you're in a car, do you?
It just floats. So they called originally Bentleys were they were the original land yachts. That's what we used to call them back in their marketing days. And you kind of feel it, don't you? It just kind of floats down the road.
Well, you've made my day.
Oh wow, I'm
Because
glad.
I've always, Pete's always said, "Don't for Christmas, oh, Bentley." And I thought, well, I'll never ever get to sit in a Bentley. Never mind ride along in one. And, you know.
Oh, well, I'm glad we could bring a little bit of extra sunshine to a lovely day.
Thank you very much
Thank you
indeed.
very
No
much.
problem. Here we are. After you, madam. One more. After you, man. Everyone was blown away by the performance and luxury of the new Flying Spur, Dan and myself included. But the timeless elegance of the classic Mulsanne won our hearts. So it turns out that yes, you can be a baller on a budget in a Bentley or a wedding chauffeur. Just make sure you leave the caviar in the fridge.